some of the ships in that house are not really ships, so they are really canoes. They are really canoeing, yes. And it's not even canoe with paddle. It's canoe that you can use akagi. You use your hand like this and do like this. It's a canoe. It's not a ship, it's a canoe. We are canoeing. So there are no ships in that house. So let me break it down and let you know why I think it's not a ship, but it's a canoe. Venita and Adekunle, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced about this ship. And let me tell you why. Because there was one kiss. You know when you see a couple kiss, especially, you have seen me kiss now. You see my kiss, very. You know how my kiss is. Let's break down the kiss of Adekunle and Venita. That kiss was not sensuous. That kiss looked like Adekunle was sucking all the membranes.
You rela beg o leave our Denita for us. So auntie, I beg you. No be make you come out for week 1, I'll be week 2. I beg, leave them alone. No, Denita, they are still going through with that. Adekunle is up. They are still talking about, oh, hope you will be safe on Sunday and all of that love chit chat. Hey babies, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Seyi. We viciously me where you get the gist. As it do waiting, as it hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you here to subscribe to this channel, or are you sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist as it hurt? Guys, what an interesting night. Anyways, talking about the gist as it hurt, Tolani Baj has gone outside of Biggie's house as usual. We know that, and she has gone out there and she's giving us in a bad level, because she came outside of the house and she was saying that people are coming for her, Miss Comfort person, Miss Don't Cross Step Boundary, blah blah blah. And of course nobody go like her, and she did reply with authority. She no send anybody. She replied, she said, hey, I tweeted that, oh cute, I need a break from men, my heart is too sweet for games, you know. And somebody said, see yourself. She actually replied this where T-Baj wrote, you women, you understand, just carry man for head. One of her old tweet that people brought out, they dig out long ago. And also she still said this, who go be my comfort person? Bye. Chai. You know, so she's trying to rub it on people's face so that they would see that, you know, they really touch her anywhere at all. Anyway, she's talking about Tolani Baj. I'm just keeping it up with you guys from the outside. Kiddwaya is out there showing people's love, yes, putting smiles on faces, making some people cry, not just ordinary tears, but tears of joy. Yeah, of course, we all want to shed tears, but tears of joy, right? He's right here. He went to his village, which is Benue. You know, he went there, saw a fan who loved him, and then he gave the fan some money, millions of naira. You get the point? As Omo Babolowo, rich man became, you know. Yeah, so Kiddwaya just, you know, put a smile on someone's face, and hope you also do put smiles on people's face. It's very important. This is coming from Sake. Sake said this Cynthia character very, very bad. Anyways, talking about Cynthia, you know, which is CeCe. She and Doyin had a conversation where they were discussing about, you know, we know that they've not been talking for a while, and what started their problem, they said this one wake up, they carry face. From Doyin's end, Doyin said CeCe just woke up and started carrying face. From CeCe's end, CeCe said Doyin just woke up and started carrying face. So it's just like, I don't understand, clash of two of their personalities. You never can tell. But last they had this convo. Remember, CeCe has been working out on Doyin's meeting. Whenever she's having the meeting with the housemates, the head of us is having a meeting, CeCe would, you know, stand up and she would walk out. So they had a convo, and CeCe was like telling Doyin that what happened is not from a place of where that she's trying to come for her or something. That is a place of that she has been going through a lot this few days. You understand that everything is bottling up on her. You get, so that is why she do some of the things she do. She has not been happy these days, not because of she's trying to get to Doyin, no, but because of what she's passing through, especially because of Mercy and Ike thingy. You know, Ike was sitting at the dressing room and she was like, this one go understand waiting how they talk now. So Doyin was like, okay. So she said, from my end, it is all love. I'm going to be attending your meeting henceforth. I'm not going to be working out. I know how you feel, because you know we are friends. Even if anyone should be doing that to you, it shouldn't be me. I accept my mistake and I would, you know, work on it. From today, I will be attending the meeting and I will not work out. And the two of them now hugged it off, you know, even as they hugged it off. So later now, this evening, this night. Anyways, before I talk about what happened this night, let me leave it, because I need to let you guys know about what happened in the Super Commando tax before we talk about what CeCe had, the conversation CeCe had with Ilebaye, this night. That was after the tax, because the tax finished quite late. I don't know why Biggie start doing his tax late. I don't understand though. The time no they funny anymore. It's just midnight tax. I don't know whether it's the new routine. Anyways, the housemates had their super commando tax. It was a fun one, despite the time frame that it was quite late, but the task was so interesting. Super Commando task is the task the housemate look forward to always. Anyways, let me just jump it off. After the housemate participates in the arena, they were looking for the ultimate all-star Super Commando. So it was Neo Energy, Prince, then Kimopra and Ilebaye that qualified for the final rounds where we are gonna get our ultimate what's it called? Our ultimate Super Commando, So yeah, and then they had to play this game. It's kind of mathematics. It will display on the screen below. You understand? And it will appear. If you could catch it first and you calculate it and you get the right answer, then you are the winner. That was for the last stage. That's what I'm trying to discuss here. So and it happened that Ilebaye and New Energy ended up winning it. Yes, but there's something I noticed about that of New. The first one they gave New was quite simple. The answer was 3. That one was quite simple, but that of Prince was hard. But anyways, I was happy for Ilebaye and New, because New on the other hand was busy shouting why Ibunwa, which is he was referring to his mom, because he said he has not won any tax. If there is something that has been bothering New, it is how he has not won any tax since he got to that house. You understand? Both group tax, so Bobo tax, so he has not won any. And he has been bothering him. Sometimes he feel moody about that. Now he has won one of the biggest tax. He was even crying. The sister Venita came to hug him and all of that. And then Gen Z Body, Big Brother called her the Gen Z Body mathematician, because Ilebaye's own was hard. Like everything was hard, and she got 2 out of her own. New only got that first one that was 3, that was shorter than Prince's own. So Ilebaye got 2 of her own, and I was so happy for her. Yeah, super duper happy for my baby girl. Like she deserves it, she merits it. But now people on the social space are actually complaining. They are like, oh, because of Ilebaye won, housemates did not really gather up and hug her and all of that. Why is it like that? They do not really like this girl, and obviously you guys know they do not really like her. Most of the like now for mouths, most of the like they have for Ilebaye now for mouths. I keep saying this, and the only housemates who genuinely like Ilebaye is Doyin. Though people, netizens, viewers are coming for Doyin, that Doyin did not hug her, Doyin did not do this. But do you know that Doyin clapped joyfully for her? Yes. Doyin even help her to correct her puzzle. The only reason why Doyin did not go to hug her is because they don't talk. Now, let's take it back to when Doyin won the head of house. Do you see Ilebaye all over Doyin or something? So I do not see the reason why people are now coming for Doyin or trying to blame her. You don't have to start blaming her. Now, the social space is about Doyin is not a good person. Doyin is this. They don't like Ilebaye and all of that. Of course, we know those husbands don't really send Ilebaye. So people are like, thank God for God, though, that God has done this one. So that to prove that, because they said, well, only what Ilebaye know is man and alcohol. But thank God, God has, proved this one. In fact, currently in the garden, CeCe was with Ilebaye in the garden. That's what I wanted to discuss with you guys earlier on, that I said after discussing about the tax I will talk about it. So they were having this convo. CeCe was trying to tell Ilebaye about the conversation she had with Doyin, how they were saying she disrespected her working out whenever they are having a meeting. And CeCe is insisting that why would they say she cannot work out? Is she big? Are they big brother? Why would someone not work out and all of that? Trying to still claim kind of rights, But at the same time, Ilebaye was trying her, but don't work out again. Just try and stay in the meeting. And she was like, oh no, don't mind me. I'm not gonna be doing that. Me and Doyin have settled, So while they were having that convo, Seyi from the other end now was not asking Ilebaye what was her grade from the uni. And Ilebaye said it's 2-1. That's second class upper. Then I asked her the course, and she said it's security and criminology, something like that. And asked her the school, she mentioned the name and said it was at Lokoja. Then Seyi was like, you see, is that a private university? And she said yes. Seyi was like, you see, you underestimate yourself so much. You have self-doubt in yourself. I want you to believe in yourself so much more. Like what you have, most of this housemates do not have it, including this person sitting with you. And CeCe does not find that funny. So Seyi now came close, tried to touch CeCe. CeCe was like, no, Seyi, please stop that. What you're trying to tell her now is there is a thin line between confidence and arrogance. Like you're trying to make it look like, And Seyi was like, Ilebaye, I know that there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance, but what I'm trying to say is you have self-doubt in yourself. And I will repeat, you're better than most of those housemates, but you don't believe in yourself. Seyi was not going, and CeCe was like, I don't know. Then Seyi was like, I have said my own, but she has said hers. And CeCe was like, you can take anything you want to take, but all I know is there's arrogance and there's self-confidence. What you should tell her is she should have confidence in herself and not think of people that she's better than. Just know that you are well enough for yourself. That was the argument there. And I know that did not really sit well with CeCe, but I understand where Seyi was coming from. Ilebaye don't really believe in herself, and that is true. And she said it to CeCe that what Seyi is saying is the truth. I give myself self-doubt and all of that. So that did not rub off well with CeCe. I saw her face and how she argued it until Seyi left. But it is what it is. The cocoa of the matter is Gen Z body won the super commando tag. So very soon, maybe you'll start seeing her on your billboards, on the roads, on the roadside, or advert, just like we're seeing Sasuke, Cross, and this guy, Yusef, When they got inside, Ilebaye just went inside the room and cried a little. Baby girl, I know she's kind of surprised, Though Doyin outside was telling you that she is happy for both of them, that she's happy that Baye won, that destiny can be delayed but can not be denied. Anyways, coming from Elizabeth Abimbola, the TL is quiet, so they can't believe it. They can't believe it's the girl they called Manhunter and Olodo. That's one, no, not just physical but mental task. Okay, the girl they called Manhunter and Olodo actually won. I think that's what it means, has won. Not just physical but mental tasks. I'm telling you, nobody was expecting it's gonna be Baye. I'm telling you, they know to enter for head, but it is what it is. It was actually supposed to be Mercy and Kimopra, but they discovered that of Mercy about her first game, her luck from her first game. Then beginner cancelled her. Aisha de la Cruz says, All Stars was organized for Ilebaye. Her all-round shine has been the meaning of second chance. I'm telling you, if you want to define All Stars and this second chance that they have, I think the perfect definition of second chance is Ilebaye. I keep saying it now. I was saying it before now. Even now, I keep saying it that during their season, nobody they talk about Ilebaye. Now, come and say now, everybody, Baye. Coming from Precious, God of Ilebaye, they said Ilebaye don't know anything but to follow man and alcohol. God don't prove them wrong. As he sweet us, he dey pain them. I keep saying it now. As he dey sweet us, he dey pain them. As he dey pain them, omo he dey sweet us. And the funny thing about it is that me, I'm always where they sweet. I know the day where they pain, because you know if you pay me when person they win. That is never. I can never be pained if someone is winning. Coming from Timeless Faith, Doyin navigates towards who the spotlight is on. That's her strategy, and she does it unshamedly. She suddenly wants to cheer Ilebaye and hype her when you did not see the need to make her BFF. I don't know how people reason anyways. Let's see the replies. You always find faults in Doyin. Rest. Do you know that she helped her to correct her puzzle when everyone couldn't help her? Even the friends she chose for her over Doyin. Like I keep saying, it is Doyin over them all. I keep saying that. I choose Doyin for Ilebaye over Venita, over CeCe, over Mercy, over other housemates, because they don't really like him as she think. Everybody on your own. Doyin used to care very well, but I don't know if that same feelings is still there, because the friendship is no longer that strong. You understand? But the person I know, if there is one person who actually sincerely, genuinely cared for Ilebaye, was Doyin. But what happened to the friendship? It is what it is, right? But the cocoa of the matter is everybody is respecting their own lane and their boundaries. So I don't think Doyin should have all jumped up, or you expect that, now this person is saying Doyin was happy. Are you expecting her to be sad over her wins? Anyways, just fun reply. But when she helped Ilebaye with her puzzle, this your tweet didn't apply. Lord, Doyin can never be little to your mental capacity. Anyways, it is what it is. HOH Doyin is actually doing well. You can see her. She would go inside the boxing room and she was boxing that. Doyin has been making me laugh. She'll be boxing that stuff and she'll be talking. Hey, you be Doyin self. She doesn't know she's a clown. Coming from Jennifer, you all condemning Doyin for not congratulating Ilebaye are hypocrites. Did Ilebaye congratulate Doyin when she won HOH? To congratulate someone is not by force. You all should let Doyin breathe. And I accept that. Operation Let Doyin Breathe. Because it is what it is. She has done what she can do. She is happy. It showed in her face that she's happy for Ilebaye. But going to hug her and all of that, is that necessary? Coming from Canins, Kayo, they leave Ike and CeCe alone now. I don't want them to drag Ike for me again. Please stop milking those people for engagement. Ike and CeCe are obviously the show. Camera doesn't let them rest. I am telling you, those people, they get screen time. Oh, Ike and CeCe, they get screen time. Wella. They were actually discussing about the tax, and the camera was on them. I beg, let them brief. Make we see other people. I beg. Oh, anyways, guys, I say make a gist on one or twos. How do you feel? What do you see? What do you think? Let me know in the comments section. I'll see you guys later, and thank you so much for watching. Bye for now, babies.